The views and opinions expressed on Dojo Drifter Live are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of Wusa Studios, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows produced by Wusa Studios can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and might include strong themes, images, sex, or language that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
And we're live, guys. What's up? Welcome to Wusa Studios here in Pasig. This is Dojo Drifter Live, the first and only MMA podcast here in Asia. What's up? This is Gab.
I'm Spanky.
And with us right now is our special guest. He needs no introduction. Gabby Alipe from Urban Dub. What's up, bro?
Hello.
We are on Dojo Drifter Live. And guys, just a reminder, the hotlines are open. You can call us up at 631-2264 and tweet us at Dojo_Drifter and Skype if you're doing nothing, Wusa Studios. So check that out.
Yeah, guys. And if you noticed,
Boom.
Oji is not with us here, but
Fuck.
yeah,
You
man.
can swear though.
Fuck.
You can
Yeah,
swear.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
you can
Fuck
swear.
Oji. But Oji is coming. He's on his way.
No, he's
Busy
not.
guy.
No, he is. He's just running late. Look at this douchebag right here.
Yeah,
No
Oji.
No, Oji, bro.
Anyway, so right now we're gonna jump into our usual program here.
Yeah.
So you're used to this. We got the Dojo Drifter 5 rounds, the 5 of the hottest headlines from around the world. First of all, we have here
Relax.
Ellen Berger versus Safadine book. Yeah, man.
Relax.
Oji, man, where are you?
Yeah.
Is booked for UFC 172. Okay, this is the same
round
card
number 1.
as John Jones versus Grover Teixeira. Is it Grover? or
Glover.
man?
Glover.
Isn't the R's and the L's switched?
Yeah. Anyway, this fight was supposed to happen, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to happen on the
So
UFC
Singapore.
Singapore card.
But Ellenberger.
The Safadine
Safadine fight. And then Ellenberger got injured, so Safadine...
that Korean guy
yeah,
stepped in.
Hyun Gyun Lim.
Yeah.
You got
Stuff
it
like
down,
that.
You got it down.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it.
So yeah, Safadine won that fight, unanimous
again?
decision. And he's going to be fighting again. The funny thing here, though, is
Kinda
that
soon.
Safadine, it's like hindi siya gumalaw sa rankings.
I think,
Diba?
is welterweight stacked also? I think so.
It is. I mean, it's kind of, diba, George St. Pierre
Yeah.
retired. So,
Is it because
It's
Lim was
kind of-
unranked?
maybe.
Maybe it's a number of fights, I guess.
Maybe.
Politics
Pero-
of the UFC. Anyway,
Parang sayang eh. So that great performance against Lim was not
it's
counted.
okay.
Parang ganun.
Well,
It-
ganito.
Does it matter if like who you're fighting?
I think so. I really think so.
Like how he's ranked as well, because
I
like that guy's
mhm.
a relatively unknown
Mhm.
Yeah.
in terms of world rankings, right?
That's true.
Kumbaga,
That's true.
His greatest accomplishment was he won the Strikeforce welterweight title on the way out when Strikeforce was the last Strikeforce actually.
That guy, right? And
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
supposed to be unbeaten for the past
Yep.
something like that.
Tarek
5 years.
Safadine, he's legit, but against UFC talent, we haven't seen much of him yet.
Yeah, exactly. So
So I guess that explains it.
Yeah. By the way, Tyron Woodley, we were talking about this
Mhm.
a couple of shows
scary
ago.
guy.
Scary guy,
Yeah.
man. So muscular, explosive, athletic. You're talking about that he was unranked, and how's that gonna look for his fight against Carlos Condit? Apparently, he's ranked now. He's ranked number 11
Damn.
in the
Okay.
welterweight. So
And then Condit is like number 3.
number 2,
Number 2.
Condit's
Talaga.
number 2. So
But I would never count out Woodley.
I
Did
wouldn't.
you see his
I
fight
wouldn't
against
either, man.
Koscheck?
man,
Oh,
that's an
nakakatakot
explosive
siya.
fight.
Nakakatakot.
Explosive fight.
And then Koscheck tried to go punch for punch with him.
No.
And it
Didn't
out.
work.
Yeah.
Didn't work. Koscheck got knocked out.
Yeah. So this is, as you can see now, the welterweight division is very stacked.
It is.
And then si Safadine, I think a win over Ellenberger would put him in top 5. I don't know where Ellenberger is ranked.
I think Ellenberger is also in the.
I think he's top 10.
He's top 10.
Definitely top
he
10.
dropped his I think top 5 because he lost to Rory McDonald their last fight.
And that was a boring ass fight, man.
It was.
Boring fight.
They if you
Rory's
know,
fights are boring. No?
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
Sorry
that's
to all
true.
the Rory fans.
Oh,
But if you know Jake Ellenberger, who's the aptly named the Juggernaut, he usually brings it. Yung talagang he comes out na.
yeah. Like when he knocked out Jake Shields.
Yun,
That's when you
ganon.
realize,
Yeah,
hey man, this guy can finish people like Hendricks finishes
Yeah,
people.
yeah. So yun, sayang na he got pulled into that as you said, the boring fight ni Rory McDonald. Man, I'm a big BJ Penn fan. It's like, ano lang ako dun, man. Like,
yeah.
I know.
he looked so cocky after, and parang, dude, I beat you, and he was dancing around.
Yeah.
And like we said, BJ has no business whatsoever in the welterweight division.
Yeah.
Just saying. So, man, get Rory Condit again, man. He wants that rematch. So we don't know. The welterweight division is stacked. Every division is stacked right now. That's why the UFC is looking so great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
45, 55. Guys are dropping weight classes because these guys are just so big. Sometimes the weight cut is...
And they're getting faster.
They are.
They're getting faster.
They are.
I pointed out nga na, in the heavyweight division, it's no longer the Brock Lesnar types who dominate.
Exactly.
It's now a game of speed with like Travis Brown and
cardio. Like even Stipe Miocic is the athletic Brendan Schaub guys. So your basis is always the champion who's Cain Velasquez. Again, cardio Cain. He's also out. That shoulder injury.
Yeah.
Pettis is out.
Yeah.
Wow. Sayang.
So
yun.
talaga. But also, let's move on to the next round. Round number 4.
Round number 2.
Oh, number 2.
Whoa.
Losing count.
Dude.
Hindi, I thought we were going backwards. 5-1.
No, come on.
Okay, so this one is in the middleweight division. So Vitor Belfort will take on Chris Weidman. Maybe on Memorial Day weekend, but it's going to be in Las Vegas.
So no TRT?
That's the thing. Kasi they were saying na in Brazil,
they'd allow it.
yeah,
Seriously?
Vitor can get away with stuff. But if it's in Las Vegas, it might be stricter.
Come
Pero
on.
Vitor will also apply for a TRT exemption. So baka maka-TRT pa yun siya.
Yeah. But
Well, that's sad though. I agree with Dana White or in like Joe Rogan. If you have to take TRT, you have no business fighting.
Exactly. And then the thing is then, yung TRT, the guys who are using it are like the Henderson, Vitor,
Yeah, the old guys.
for sure,
the
all
old
older
guys,
but
and who have a history with steroids. Like they
Yeah.
took it before.
is it a steroid? We don't know. It hasn't been clarified. But TRT is, for you guys out there who don't know what TRT is, it is testosterone replacement therapy. For guys who have a lower testosterone, when guys get older, they have a depletion in testosterone, and that should be replaced. If you're competing at a certain level. But the debate is it cheating? Because when you get to 35, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Na, your body doesn't produce as much testosterone as it did when you were 25 years old or 28, whatever. When you were much younger. So, is it cheating? We don't know. I'm a Vitor fan. Whatever it takes to win, as long as it's legal.
I'm a
man.
Vitor fan. Then actually, even though he does take
Diba?
TRT, it makes his fights exciting.
That's
Diba? He's
true.
been-
Yeah. He hasn't had a boring fight since
Since
when
losing
CC
to
came back.
Jones.
Yeah.
Ganito.
Actually, hindi nga. For me, I think
Ever
he
since.
won that fight. The only reason why
They should have stopped it, no?
lumabas yung pagka-Christian niya.
Na he let go.
He didn't. He should have broken the arm.
Yeah.
Actually, it was jacked. It
Yeah.
was, he was just yanking it. Na, I think I watched that Gracie breakdown. There was a point talaga na it broke, but hindi siya yung malala. Like,
I think
Tim
it popped.
Sylvia.
He made it pop, pero I think
Not
he
enough
kind
to stop.
of he should have done a Frank Mir type of thing. You know what I mean? Or
He just
Ronda
broke
Rousey
it.
thing
Yeah,
and just
Ronda.
broke
Forearm.
it. Yeah.
Wow, wild.
Kasi the way he
Yeah,
said
I mean-
it popped and then he loosened it up ng konti.
Yeah, exactly. When you heard it pop, parang the typical mindset when you're in training jiu-jitsu in the gym, na parang when you hear something pop or when you hear your teammate
Na
cringe or
saktan,
whatever
oo.
like that. So you kind of let go of it. Maybe
He did that.
lapse of
Oo.
better judgment for him at that time. But he should have broken that arm.
Or maybe it was a lack of TRT. We don't know. We don't know. And I don't know.
Nagkulang,
a shot.
nagkulang.
He didn't get his shots. No, but just again on this Vitor thing, ever since he came back to the UFC at 185, napansin ko lang na his fight against Akiyama. That's when it turned. His body got so much better because of
Yeah.
Mike Dolce, and
And
we
his
don't
hair.
know. And
His
his
hair.
hair has been. We've seen everything from his
Mohawks.
radical mohawks and whatnot. Now
May
it's
fro pa siya before.
yeah.
For the fro.
But anyway, he looks great, and I'm pulling for Vitor on this one. But Chris Weidman again, he's the champ. You never know. Gonna be a good fight.
Yeah.
Gonna be a good
Who are
fight.
you rooting for?
Vitor.
Dana White.
Dana White.
Dana White.
What do you
Oh,
mean by
come
that? What
on,
do you mean by
wow.
that?
Pero
He always wins.
I think for that fight, Chris Weidman siguro. For that fight.
How will it end? Chris Weidman if he wins? What do you think?
I don't know.
Prediction.
It's hard eh. Siguro referee stoppage siguro.
Wow, what round?
Third.
Okay,
Fourth.
you heard it. Third or fourth referee
TKO.
stoppage.
That's just
Yeah,
me.
okay,
But
for
you
sure.
never know kasi Vitor nga eh.
It's from
Vitor's
a Vitor
Vitor.
fan, guys.
Yeah, I have no idea really.
I'm going on momentum.
Vitor has so much momentum.
Exactly, but as champion,
Sa bagay.
you know what I mean? So,
You think you think Weidman will take it to the ground? Uses
He'll
wrestling.
use
I
everything and anything.
I think wrestling because I think he's gonna distance himself from the striking
Yeah.
of Vitor.
Vitor
But
sharp.
yun nga, alanganin siya with the jiu-jitsu because Vitor's a pretty good
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu
But,
guy.
Yeah.
Chris Weidman, I'm a big fan also of Chris Weidman. This guy in the ADCC, he's won like
Yeah.
absolute, and I don't know what belt he is now. He's black belt level, but guys like
Chris Weidman.
like Joe Lozon, who's a blue belt. Not many people know that he's been tapping black belts
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean? And guys like John Jones, who's actually a white belt, taps out Vitor. You know what I mean? That jacked up arm, who's a black belt. So, Chris Weidman, I think, man, for me, I'm going with Vitor, man. I'm going with Vitor. First round, uppercut.
I don't know. Man, I'll go with
Or one of those kicks.
Weidman.
Yep.
I
Spinning
just think
shit.
it's Weidman's time.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, if Vitor,
For sure. Go ahead.
Actually, it's a win-win eh.
Yeah,
Whoever
for me,
wins.
yeah,
you know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah, and because the matchups you could make after that are still great.
Yeah.
No matter who
If
wins.
Vitor loses, do you think he should retire? I don't think so. For me,
I don't think he will.
I don't think he will. Yeah, he's too hard-headed also.
Oo.
Yeah.
But ganito, do you think? I have a question for you guys. Is there still any doubt that Chris Weidman is the champ?
No, I don't think so.
For me, there
Even
isn't,
from
but
his two
there
wins?
is out there, like generally.
I think
There
so.
is. Kasi parang yun nga, first win niya,
Playing
Silva was
around,
playing
whatever.
around. Second win was,
Shin kick.
They
Didn't
said-
drink the right
they
milk.
say nga na Weidman didn't win, Silva just lost.
What?
If
How
that-
do
if
you
that
say
makes
that?
sense.
It's so,
Some people
yeah,
say that.
Well,
Nah.
I get you.
Pero ako talaga, like, he deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah. For him to be able to train his knees to be that strong and for
Yeah,
him
and
to
checking.
to check, because in the first match he wasn't really checking anything.
Yeah, he wasn't.
And he adjusted.
Mhm.
So it's a win for him.
Yeah,
'Cause,
For
like,
sure, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It just
His technique.
happened. It just happened.
He just
that-
had better technique.
For sure.
Diba?
And yun nga, sabi nga ni Joe Rogan, this guy controls distance from everyone who fought Anderson Silva. I haven't seen a guy after Johnny Hendricks, also Johnny Hendricks in the same sense na, who believes so much that he is destined to win the title na, yung hindi siya na ano sa myth nila GSP or an Anderson Silva.
Yeah, their mystique.
For me, I think
Yeah.
if you notice also the current trend, a lot of the old guard is now
Yeah.
turning over
Yeah.
to
For
these
sure.
new,
Changing of the guard.
guys. Parang yun nga, it's a season for that na rin. Tas, I don't think you would disagree na. I think Weidman also won the first round.
Yeah,
Clearly.
for
Clearly,
sure, for
yeah.
sure,
Clearly
for sure.
knocked him out. And
Yeah.
so definitely he won that.
For sure,
that
for
fight
sure.
talaga.
It's just kasi for me when I watch that, it's like I know Chris Weidman won that first round, but because Anderson is so confident that he shows nothing na talaga I'm not hurt.
Yeah.
Na parang he basically did nothing. Parang ganun yung for a normal person who would get their emotions involved. Parang tinaman si Anderson din eh. But he won the first round. You know what I mean? Chris
Yeah.
Weidman won the first round. So
Yeah.
something like that. Still on the topic, just to add, your thoughts on these two champions, former champions, Anderson Silva and GSP. Will they come back in different weight classes? I think so, for both of them. Huh? What do you think?
I think
Just throw it out
I think
there.
we're opposite here. I don't think either will come back. I don't know.
Wow.
If I'm not thinking about it, like I'm just
Wow, deep in thought.
They
Or
won't-
I
guessed.
think GSP will come back.
GSP.
At what? In what division? He said he's coming back at 85.
No. He's
Pwede.
small.
He is, but
He's small for 85.
He's a big 170,
Yeah,
but he's
a small
nowhere
85.
near middleweight.
yeah, he's
And the middleweight guys now are
huge.
huge and tall and
Ganito,
fast.
the same could be said for Anderson, but Anderson's fought at 205.
yeah. Yeah.
When we don't know rin na, I want the John Jones Anderson to happen so bad
Yeah.
lang. And at the same time, if he does come back, the weight cut, which he hasn't had any problem with,
Yeah.
at any point in his career, but it will be less for him, less cutting that weight, and enjoy the sponsor. Our guest is here. Our guest. Our special guest, the third guy.
So Oji,
I'll shove this out.
Yes,
Boom. Look at this guy.
Sorry.
I'm early.
hey, what's up, brother?
You're late. Zoom
I
that
know.
camera out. Boom.
Hey
Oji,
guys, welcome to Dojo Drifter.
Boom.
Our special
You're
guest.
I'm
You've
Audrey.
changed-
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal the show.
They're pissed. Our guest is pissed. He'll choke you out
He's
later,
gonna choke
bro.
you
What
later,
the
oh.
fuck?
Sige, I'll be the...
Oh, ikaw na bahala dito.
Oh,
Rounds
yeah,
3
yeah.
and
Okay.
4, 5 mamaya.
Well, let's move on to the next one.
Game.
Next round.
Good
round
debate,
number
though.
3. See, I'm getting it
Yes.
right, man.
Yeah.
Three?
He was,
Doing it.
dude, first time doing it, he did the intro.
Oh.
Okay, it was good. Tapos, round number 1. Kasunod round number 5.
4 naman? I thought you were going backwards.
Dude,
All right.
sorry, man.
Okay, this
Some
one.
girls going to...
Yeah, I
good
know we
idea.
I need that, actually.
See? Guys.
Okay, so this news, this isn't relatively new, but it hasn't been talked about that much. Igor Sobor, the heavyweight champ of
Of URCC.
URCC, he has relinquished his title.
Okay.
And then, no, he hasn't announced where he's going.
The next move.
But he changed his cover photo to 1FC. So I think that's
Oh.
kind of like a giveaway. But he hasn't officially said it.
Mysterious.
Medyo lang.
We touched
Giveaway,
on this
pero
last week,
mysterious. Pwede, I like it. I like it.
though. Yeah,
Yeah.
we touched on this last week. How 1FC is beefing up their heavyweight division.
Yeah.
For
We
sure.
actually mentioned Igor,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, there's nothing official, but yun nga, changed cover photo and all that stuff. And he officially announced that he's giving up his title.
Guessing game. The mind games. The
But
mind games.
how do you think he'll do in 1? If he is in 1, which I
How much
believe
does he
is-
weigh? I just want to know. As a heavyweight.
Damn, man. I have no
240?
idea. Maybe like a 230.
How tall is he?
6'2".
Can he make light heavy?
I think he can.
Boom.
I think he can.
Some of
Because-
these boys are big. You know what I mean? These guys are big. The last
See,
one FC.
Paul Cheng,
Oh God, he's huge.
Paul Cheng versus
Alain-
Alain
Ngalani, who looks like Melvin Van Hook.
Looks like
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
these
yeah.
guys, yeah, they're huge. So I wonder, but
Just throwing it out there, Igor.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
he might, who knows? He might enter into light heavy, because he looks like he can make light heavy.
Igor
For sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Inuna namin yung 5 rounds so that pag nandito ka na, may interview natin. Full,
Exactly.
Perfect.
full blast.
So let's move on.
Good.
Let's finish
Oh.
this shit.
Good.
Sige.
You were gonna breeze
So
through.
this is actually more
Round
of
number 4.
Round
4, yeah. This is more
Nice
of
shirt,
part
bro.
of the squeeze, like the juicy headlines and gossip.
Okay.
Kailangan ko to. Is this related to Team Lakay?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
So Team Lakay, apparently another member of Team Lakay is being signed with the with UFC. So that's big news, but no one's spilling the beans. I've been asking around, no one's spilling.
Although, if you check out their Facebook page, they posted a picture of a guy's back,
Yeah,
right? And
with
a
the
lot
back
of people were
muscles.
saying that
Edward Fulaya.
Mark-
Oh, sorry, sorry.
Mark
Ividiva, exactly.
So-
Who is the cousin of Edward Folayang
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
a SEA Games gold medalist in wushu.
SEA
This
Games
guy's
gold
very
medalist.
good.
This guy's won 5 fight. His career is 5-0.
Mhm.
He's won them all by finishes,
Finish,
2
ah.
submissions, 3 knockouts.
Mhm.
He fought Andrew Benibe
Mhm.
on his first fight. I'm not so sure where that was, though.
Mhm.
But yeah, pretty impressive guy. Heavy hands.
Yeah.
And great technique on the floor. So
Yeah, shout out din kay Zyke Sugawara. He's the guy who had the scoop on this that Team Lakay assigned.
it's squeeze.
Yeah, they have another fight with the UFC.
Well, good news. Good news for
Yeah.
Pinoy MMA.
Pinoy MMA.
Tama, tama.
And he's a featherweight, and he's pretty tall. I think he's like 5'9".
5'9".
I think he'll do pretty good.
145, Yeah.
If you're wondering ba't kami tahimik nung guest natin ngayon, it's just I really don't follow that much. You know what I mean? Local.
Local,
It's
yeah.
not local.
Ah.
Asian MMA. It's just because we're not that hindi pa mainstream yung
Yeah.
Asian MMA, but it's just yeah.
It's
Kailangan
getting there,
nagpapakatotoo lang. I was like,
Yeah.
umuo na lang ako. I'm nodding along, so just don't feel awkward. Ako rin. Ako rin.
We'll see what,
For
what
sure.
happens to him when his first UFC fight will be. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna tune in for that. And yeah,
And-
we'll give you guys
yeah.
updates on Dojo Drifter Live.
Yep.
Dojo Drifter Live, dojodrifter.com.
Yeah, and let's wait for like the official announcement and baka naman hindi si Mark.
You
But
know what?
Let's see.
It just dawned on me. You know, we should change our hashtag so it's easier.
What should it be, man?
DDL.
Yeah,
Yun
you-
na yun.
Pwede, oh.
You did
Diba? I did that.
Ah.
Yeah, see, DDL. Hashtag DDL. Boom. Yun na yun.
Okay, let's move on to the last
Easy.
one, 5th round. This came in just
Someone's in a
today.
hurry.
that Chael Sonnen and Vanderlei Silva got into a scuffle.
Legit na?
This is the shooting of Tough in Brazil.
Oh,
The Ultimate Fighter.
They were so professional with their pictures with their girlfriends and wives, diba?
Yeah.
There was one picture was like, the beef is over, they're friends. It's legit. Boom.
Are they like the coaches?
Yeah,
the
they're
coaches.
coaching opposite
Chael is
one
so
another.
busy.
So they're shooting it right now.
Yeah,
You
they
think it's
got-
for the cameras though.
I don't
Yes.
think so. Chael is not the type of guy na
Ito
if
nga,
you don't bark.
they got into a scuffle, and then one of Vanderlei's teammates sucker kicked Chael.
What the fuck?
So that I'd believe.
Pics or it didn't happen.
Yun nga, and
Video.
this was reported by,
Ref, I guess.
and this was reported by the marketing genius that is Dana White.
Dana White.
So what is this? Maybe it's just a ploy. Just
Maybe.
No, we don't know.
who knows? Oh,
There's no footage. Is there
we'll
footage?
wait. I hope.
I hope
Wala,
there will
I
be.
haven't seen any online.
Bro, you know, parang yung soccer kick na yun, parang nadapa lang yung rider or something.
Accident.
Soccer kick to the chair. Yung parang ganun, di ba? I don't know. Man, pero bad blood, solid yun. I like it. Chael's,
Yeah, man.
ganito, Chael's the kind of guy na he's made it clear na if you don't growl, don't bite.
Mhm.
If you don't, if
but
you're
other
not,
way.
other way around,
If
you get
you're
what I
not
mean.
gonna bite,
Don't
don't
growl.
growl.
So
yeah,
yun.
there you go.
Diba? Chael's that
Yeah.
type of guy eh.
Yeah, ako nga, I
Mean what you say.
I'm a fan of Chael Sonnen. Are you a Chael Sonnen fan ba? All the talking.
It's gotten
No,
to
not really.
wrestling.
Not really.
It's got into wrestling.
Diba? Because Chael brings it.
And,
He is an
but I
asshole.
like yung speeches niya when he was a coach on Tough. Ganda eh, like a guy who really knew what he was talking about.
He's a good commentator though.
Good
He is.
commentator,
He's a good
yeah.
commentator.
And
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
entertainer.
But as a
Right.
fighter with all his antics, I'm not.
Talaga?
I'm kind of medyo purist ako in martial arts.
Yeah, I get
martial
that, I
artists
get
shouldn't act that way type thing.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A little trash talk, but not that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Na may rehearsed lines.
Like, parang it's too rehearsed for me.
Uh-huh.
You know what
I
I'm
think he
saying?
does practice it. You
Yeah,
don't
I
come
know,
up with
yeah.
this
He
shit
does,
on
he
the
does.
fly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's interviewed him. He wasn't like this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been dealing fame niya talaga. It's come off because of the trash talking rin. I think so. Huh?
He's getting fights because of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He talked his way to certain fights, like with John Jones.
John Jones.
Yeah.
We're fans. You're not. So that's
Yes,
it.
that is-
I think that's the show.
That.
That's the show. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And then, yeah, so,
End it.
stay here for updates of Tough in Brazil. That should be a great season.
Yeah, that'd be a great season. And that's it.
Yeah, for Dojo Drifter, 5 rounds.
That was the fastest
Yeah.
5 rounds ever.
Yeah, fast 5 rounds.
Fastest 5 rounds ever, man.
What do we got next over there?
Slow news in the
Can we see that?
It is pretty slow, man.
Just for
Pass it on?
pass it on. Just
So,
get
guys.
one and pass. Just
Let's
one.
go live.
Exam?
Let's go on. Let's
Oh,
move
get
on.
the
We
extra.
have a
May
guest
extra.
today.
May extra paper.
Yes.
Parang ano.
For all, everyone, I'm pretty sure everyone knows. No need for any introductions. We've got Urban Dub frontman
Gabi
Gabi
Alipe.
Alipe on the
Hello.
show today.
You forgot
Who
his
is-
name. Damn it. Strike
Who is
two, man.
also
Choke this
Ilang-
asshole
ilang-
out. Please.
ilang stripe? Yeah, go.
Gabi Alipe. I mean, you might ask if like
Caller?
Caller?
Well,
Oh, no.
tell us. Is
No,
it?
I don't have a.
Oh, damn.
Tell us. I'll turn this up.
Yep,
Turning
turn
up.
it up. Okay.
And then we're gonna put these on.
Okay, relax. Whoop.
4.
Oh no,
Sure.
I think my mic wasn't on.
It
So
was.
it's good now.
It's not.
It's up.
It's up.
Hello. Yeah. Can anyone hear me though?
Boom.
Anyway.
I can hear him,
But
Yeah.
there, you can hear me.
but it's kind
I
of
can
low.
hear myself.
Baka it's not plugged.
There you go. So,
Thanks, Migs. Migs with a
Are you
zeal,
don't-
man.
Not going to make any excuses. Thank you.
yes.
Damn it.
Guys,
Okay.
we're looking like newbies in front of the guest.
No.
Okay lang,
I think
man.
it's fun, dude.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's fun, man.
All right, so let's
Yeah, so-
getting on with the show.
Yeah, Gabi.
Of course, a lot of you
caller.
know who Gabi Alipe is. Gabi Alipe is the frontman for Urban Dub.
You don't have to shout. It's on.
Yeah, I know. I'm just excited. But what you guys don't know is that this guy right here is a
Choke you
jiu-jitsu
out.
practitioner. He could choke you out anytime. Gab,
Oh,
as
Yeah.
wow.
That's
That's,
what
what happens
happens
when
when
you're
you're
late.
late.
There you go.
Boom.
I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
So, Gab,
No, yeah.
delete that.
So, Gabby Alipe is how many stripes now?
I'm a 3-stripe. I have 3 stripes on my blue belt.
Blue belt.
Yeah.
That is, people don't understand how good that is, and that's coming from. Well,
In terms of
syempre,
stripes din.
there are guys like
Educate
Andrew
the public.
Laksa, purple belt, and you have syempre, Alvin Aguilar,
Yeah.
black belt. But man, when you hit blue belt, that's a big deal. I'm
How
trying
many,
to get
course,
blue
how
belt.
many stripes though before you get to the next?
You get 4 stripes. On your
There are
white.
5
there
belts,
you
so
go.
you have white, blue, purple, brown, and black. But between each belt, you have to go through 4 stripes.
Okay.
And then you get one.
Then you get promoted.
Yeah, and then before you get promoted to the next.
So you have one more stripe to go before your
Yeah, purple.
purple belt.
Yeah.
And then the saying is, when you get your purple, that's when you start working towards your black belt. Parang ganun,
Yeah,
diba?
more or less. Yeah.
so when you start practicing jiu-jitsu, and how?
About 5 years ago, I've been training on and off. for
Wow,
the
blue
past
belt
5
in
years.
5 years.
No, that's long.
Three-
Because I don't get a lot of
Yeah,
time.
Not
to
full
really-
time.
It's not full time because of work,
Yep.
and and then a lot of times we go out on tours. So I don't really get to train as regular as I
Yeah.
want,
Yep.
Mhm.
as I want to. So, yeah, and then I've always trained since I was a kid. Judo.
Sabi ko na nga pa.
I did arnis because of my dad.
Oh, cool.
So when I came here, I've always been a fan of the guys from DefTac, especially Richard Lesprilia. And
Yeah.
I had the privilege of meeting him
Mhm.
in a bar before.
Cool.
Of all
Chance
places to meet
lang,
an
oh.
MMA fighter in a bar. And I said, I've always wanted to train with DefTac and train jiu-jitsu because I watched UFC and blah, 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 and I know what you guys have been doing. But I always thought it was always DefTac was in Parañaque. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
and then he directed me to Fritz Rodriguez in EDSA. So that's where I started training. 2008, I think. Or
Yeah,
2009.
man. These are the Rodriguez brothers again.
Yeah. Scary brothers,
Sick,
those guys.
man. Sick.
Former URCC heavyweight
Yep.
champion.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
See, Richard now was on the show.
He was
Yeah,
Yeah,
Richard was
yeah.
on the show
Solid.
today.
He's the guy who
2
got
weeks
you
ago.
into
Former,
this.
yeah. Richard was the one who brought me and more or less directed me to DefTac.
Wow.
And I'm a big, huge Richard Lesprilia fan.
As you can see, the first thing Richard Lesprilia gave me was he is now the senior international marketing director.
Yep.
For
something.
Century Property.
So yeah.
So
Solid.
buy
Show
something
the
from him
cards.
or else I'll kick
Show
your
the
ass.
cards.
That's true. That's
Look
true.
at him. That's the dancing demon. I know you can see it, but he'll
Yeah.
dance.
Si
He'll
Idol,
dance.
si
That's
Idol
why.
yan, si Idol.
Buy a house, get a
Legit
leg
siya.
lock.
I checked it. Richard, legit ka. Ano, seryoso.
So
Legit.
from you said na you delved into arnis for a while,
Yeah.
like when you were younger, judo.
Yeah.
What made you interested in jiu-jitsu?
UFC.
UFC talaga, yeah.
UFC. Well, ever since mga VHS tapes, mga bootleg
Wow.
of UFC.
Old school.
You'd watch it.
Okay, naabutan natin yung lahat just to
Yeah.
clarify
Yeah.
age, ano.
Yung
Bracket.
VHS,
Bracket.
mga hindi
For those who
nakakaalam.
don't know.
Ito sa machine.
Yun
Back
yung
in the day.
pinapasok.
Ha? Ano yun, daddy? Hindi ko alam eh.
Sabi ko nga, medyo off topic, pero yung Betamax na isaw, I bet some kids
Yeah.
nowadays don't know why it's called
Why it's
Betamax.
called
they
Betamax.
don't. They don't. They honestly don't.
Yeah.
Hey, but yeah,
I
back
don't
in the
eat
day.
that shit though, but yeah.
Tsaka walang skip to next before.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have to
papanoorin
buy
mo yung
separate pa yung rewinder.
You had a rewinder.
and that
Oh,
and the
rewinder.
UFC before were 30-minute rounds and
yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
man. So
When Vitor
tagal,
was
yeah.
all natural.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ba't
Oh,
hindi rin?
we did. We already talked about
Hindi.
that. Already talked about that.
Hindi
So,
rin.
stop
Pero so
it.
I said nga, like we've sparred, like the first sparring we had, I said I felt na nag-judo ka before. Like you could kind of tell if a guy has a judo base. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's the grip,
Hips or
or yung preference to stand if you're on the ground.
Yeah.
Ganon. So you have a judo base then.
Yeah, a little judo from because my dad is a judo black belt.
Wow.
He does combat judo and,
Solid.
and he does arnis and with Doce Pares before. So
Wow.
Wow.
yeah, so my dad was very heavy into martial arts.
Mhm.
So that's how we grew up, magkakapatid.
So guys, if you have any questions for Gabby, you can call us 631-2264. The lines are open. Tweet us at Dojo_Drifter, and we've got Skype as well. Wusa Studios. Just search it on
the
Skype.
hashtag again is DDL.
Hashtag
Simple.
Come
DDL.
up with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to throw it out there then. Now recently, bro, the one na-injure ka in training.
Yeah.
God.
It was a John Jones type injury.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where
his
your
toe,
big-
man.
Minus the blood and the bone sticking out, but it pretty much looked the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do
Oh,
you-
so it didn't poke out. The bone didn't poke out.
Yeah, you know it's bad when a brown belt starts screaming.
There was.
Yeah, Toby was like, ah! Or started to.
Now, how did Ganito, do you want the details? I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, actually, I
Yeah,
want
what
the details.
happened?
I wanna
Yeah,
know how it
exactly.
happened.
Freak accident. It's nobody's fault. It was just during training, and then my teammate went for a single leg takedown, and I sprawled.
Mhm.
But when I felt the takedown was a bit deep, I kind of decided to fall back.
Okay.
So just to go back to
Yeah.
be on the mat. Pero yung nangyari, naiwan yung toe ko on the mat. Parang dumikit because it's canvas eh.
Mhm.
So when I twisted to fall back, naiwan yung toe.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh.
it went out. Of
And then,
its-
si Gab, like a true rock star badass, binalik lang. Click.
yeah, it was weird. So I was wondering if I popped it back and if it would fall back down. If it fell, so ibig sabihin talagang bali.
Oh,
And I wanted
wala
to
na
take a
yun.
picture of it. Eh, bumalik. So I go, oh, that's good. And then
Oh.
they put the splint and then they rushed me to the
John
ER.
Jones, suck it!
Take that, John Jones.
Suck
Be a
it!
true rock star.
Yes.
Where these things happen?
Yeah, these things
Training.
happen in the gym all the time, but you know, price to pay for
How
Is
long-
that the worst
how
injury
long-
though?
that I've had.
Yeah, that
yeah,
you've
that's the
had.
worst I've had.
How long are you out?
6 weeks.
Damn
I can't
it.
train for 6 weeks.
So guys out
Oh, so
there,
you're still healing.
Yeah,
he's limping, dude. He was
A week.
limping when he got here.
yeah. It's
Oh,
been a
damn,
week.
pan-
It's been a
how-
week.
how
But at least
you-
I can wear shoes now.
Do you?
Yeah.
How are-
And you made it here.
are you
That's what's
driving?
important.
Yeah. that's
How's the
No,
driving?
I got a driver.
Oh, boom! So it's that bad.
Mahirap.
Damn.
Yeah, and actually, we're very lucky not to have Gab here because you just got back from Cebu.
Cebu, yeah.
Galing
Yeah,
airport,
well-
diretso siya dito.
Wow,
Yeah.
thanks. Well,
Eh,
speaking of Cebu, no?
Ba't ka late?
Do you...
Joke lang.
Oo na, magpapalak na ako mamaya.
No.
I
Magpapachoke
couldn't
out na ako,
miss
man.
this opportunity kasi ang saya to have a podcast, MMA podcast finally here in
Ay,
Asia,
oh,
Asia.
Asia,
First
right?
in Asia.
Dito
yeah.
vlog,
Thanks,
guys.
thanks.
Hindi namin siya kinausap na script.
Ah.
Singit mo ngayon. Ito sa between ganyan, ha? Oh,
Galing
man.
nga eh.
Just say,
Thank
just say.
you, man.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Straight from the man's mouth. Anyway, so speaking of Cebu, yeah, you're Cebuano, right?
Yep.
Have you been like training there, or have you met the people
Yeah,
who've been
yeah,
active there?
Norman Go is the head instructor for DefTac Cebu,
Mhm.
and I was able to train with him a couple of times. Whenever I get to visit, he's a brown belt now.
Mhm.
Really good coach because Cebu has been winning
Yeah.
medals, a lot of
Actually, yeah.
medals,
Yeah.
for any competition.
There was a
in
time
Asia.
that URCC was dominated by Bisaya fighters, man. As in, I forget their names, but there was URCC Cebu for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had almost all their events there for
Madaming
a
events,
while.
yeah, before.
Yeah.
Do
In
you
Cebu.
compete in like jiu-jitsu tournaments?
I want to, but the time
Yep.
for me to be able to train.
Schedule wise, yeah.
Yeah,
busy.
schedule. I can't.
For sure.
And my
Yeah.
my management they don't.
They
want me
don't
to-
recommend it.
Yeah,
So
'cause
what did they
it's
say
a
na
very
mangyari?
it's very different when you spar in the gym and
Yeah.
when you
For-
train for competition
Yeah.
because
Ah, yeah.
especially the level of competitors now are insane. They're
Yeah.
really training to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
They really
true.
give several weeks, and then
yeah.
not just to be physically prepared, but mentally talaga. You have to be zeroed in.
Tsaka marami akong bisyo eh. So.
Oo, mahirap. Ano yun?
Mahirap.
Tanggal lahat ng vision nun.
Mahirap,
Training ka
mahirap.
for a competition.
After. Joke. Game.
But I have a question naman. Now you have yung Urban Dub had a song, The Guillotine.
Yeah.
You wrote that?
Yeah.
You wrote
Oh.
that?
Yeah, I wrote that
Solid.
that was
based on jiu-jitsu.
No
That's
way.
cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I needed a cool title eh, so sige.
Guillotine?
Oo.
Sample, hindi. Loko lang. We're not that kind of show.
Pero, do you incorporate even more jujitsu stuff into your other music, other songs?
What do you mean?
When you write?
No,
Any
no.
jujitsu
Yun lang.
inspired
That
songs?
one.
Guillotine lang.
Guillotine.
So far.
Cool, man.
So have you
There's a-
used it
there's a
though? I mean,
fun
have you
fact.
like
Dude, on
Siyempre.
me.
What's your favorite move?
Technique.
Technique.
Uh,
Whatever's there. there's gotta be a
shower
favorite.
the shower after.
Chill.
Because if
The
you're
hot
training
shower after.
2 hours with sweaty guys, parang
Exactly.
sige, ligo.
Exactly.
That's the best move.
You want us to ask the question?
What question?
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, game
I
fine.
can just ask it.
Again.
For the viewers here,
I
and
love.
for Gabby's sake, there's this favorite question that
It's not a
Spanky
favorite question.
loves
It's
to
just
throw
nice watch,
to
asshole.
jiu-jitsu practitioners.
No,
So go.
It's just I respect it so much, man. I'm a fan of it. That martial art is just insane. It's just let's say someone's on top of you, or you're on top of someone.
Yeah.
They're sweaty as shit.
Yeah.
Even with the gi, lalo na with the gi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your mouth is open, full mouth, whatever.
Yeah.
Something drips.
No, that's
What,
why
has it happened?
no. It's technique eh.
Yeah,
It's a
nice.
giant
Nice.
technique.
Wow.
Technique.
There's a
When you're
steady
on top, you
stream.
kind of
Yeah.
shake your head.
That's worse. That's worse. You're trying to tell it now. Go, okay, go in this
That's
mouth
exactly.
now.
Yeah.
Oh my
Technique
God,
nga eh,
dude.
di ba?
Yeah.
Will you ever use it?
What?
Will you ever use it? If
That
you're on top
technique?
of someone. It's like, just to make
Pwede,
him flinch.
depende.
Yun lang,
Kung
curious
kupal
lang.
yung kalaban mo siguro, yung kaspar mo.
man.
Curious lang ako nun. Curious lang. Yeah,
Oh,
it's just,
the worst thing though sa tournament, ang naranasan ko is mabaho yung gi. And
Yeah.
this was in
Damn.
judo.
That
These
happens
guys-
in the gym as well. There's
Yeah,
some
yeah.
guys that pero yun nga pinagsasabihan mo talaga na pwede yung maligo ka
Andrew
bago.
Lax talked about this na
Uh,
they do 2-a-days.
two
Na,
training-
yeah. Parang AM,
sessions a
PM
day.
or whatnot.
Yeah, they just
So
fold
after
their geese
AM,
and then,
folds his gi.
Yeah.
and then
Shoves
puts it in
into
the locker.
cubby hole. There's a cubby hole. He shoves it there. I was like, man, I hope he's not using that.
Again, and then
As
PM
soon
comes.
as they come for the second training,
Yeah.
he uses the sweaty ass same gi, man.
Yeah.
So good, something
that's
like
pretty
this.
nasty,
Yeah.
man.
yeah.
Oh.
Just saying. So, guys, hygiene lang.
Yeah.
So being the rock star that you are, no? I mean, have you
Rockstar, wow.
used it na parang like kunyari dinudumog ka or something or hindi naman or for
Di naman,
self-defense?
di naman.
Hindi pa naman.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
He's
good
lying.
to know.
He's lying.
Di pa
He's
naman.
been
Good to know. So
mosh pits everywhere.
let's move on with with a fight this weekend.
Yeah.
Have you guys discussed it yet? No, not
Not
yet.
yet.
the which one? The Thompson?
Yeah.
Not yet.
No, not really.
Not yet.
So the
Off air, we talked about it. Syempre,
Okay.
you gotta talk about it.
Were you able to watch it though?
He caught the middle of the Gonzaga Miocic and
Until the
Henderson
second
Thompson,
round.
and then there was a fucking brownout that happened in Cebu.
No,
damn.
the signal for Sky Cable there just went black.
Ooh, do something about it.
Yeah.
Dude.
No signal bigla. And I was like,
Oh.
what the hell?
And then when it came back,
When it came back, it was
Wala na.
already
Qatar golf,
golf classic, something like round robin.
best show ever.
Yeah.
So last weekend was UFC on Fox 10. We saw Cowboy Cerrone versus Adrian Martins, Gonzaga versus Miocic, and the main card
Headliner.
Henderson versus Thompson. First off, just wanted to start this segment with Cerrone and versus Martins. Man, that was a
Head kick.
fucking brutal head kick. Like the slow mo, you'd see his
Yeah.
skin just go to the side, man. For some shit reason.
Cowboys Muay Thai is sick. His jiu-jitsu is sick. It's just he hasn't put on a string of
wins.
Na parang
Well,
lose
now he
one,
has.
win one.
Yeah.
Lose one, win one siya. I remember it's the Gillard, and then he lost to Diaz, and then he won somewhere along the way, and then he lost to Pettis. Parang ganun. So
yeah.
if he gets a streak going, I think for sure he's also in the top 10. Ganun
Yeah.
naman yun eh.
Yeah,
I
well,
think there are talks now of him fighting
At
Khabib.
45.
Khabib,
Khabib,
yeah.
yeah.
Nurmagomedov.
If not, yeah, if no one wants to fight Khabib, he might be the one. Yeah, that's the rumor though that they were saying. Aside from that, Bruce Leroy won also
Yeah.
submission of the night fight
And
Sergio Pettis.
with Sergio Pettis, cracking the whole.
Arm?
No, I mean
The win
Uh,
streak.
a win
the win streak and the hype train.
Finally,
Exactly.
a Pettis is down.
Because everyone's been hyping
Pettis is
Sergio Pettis up because
He
of
is-
his brother.
he is number
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
there, he got beat by Bruce Leroy.
Jeremy
Gonzaga
Stephens
versus
also won. Apparently, I don't know who he fought, but I just caught this on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
He won. So,
Gonzaga versus Miocic. It was kind of
Fitness.
a boring
It
fight.
was a fitness
but yeah,
thing.
It was a fitness thing. Gonzaga gassed out.
hey, if Miocic was higher ranked, I could see him fighting GDS. I really can. The boxing. Yung boxing.
Yeah,
They
that
should
would
do
be a
it.
good
Oh, do it
fight.
That would be a good matchup.
Pwede yun, di ba? Yung
Magandang-
boxing, if you see him move, parang it's so familiar for me. Not much of the pop ng JDS na
Yeah.
like you mean it, pero mautak siya. He's a smart fighter na at any point, I mean, Gonzaga's a heavy dude na you catch one of those, he's like pop, back up. You know what I mean? He's sprawls out really well, and fitness lang talaga. Gonzaga's a top 12 and this does top 12, and wala, setback na naman for Gabriel Gonzaga. I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
Tapao, but
Yeah,
sayang.
If he doesn't knock his opponent out by the first or the second round, wala na pagdating.
Wala, he
Yeah.
gasses
Yeah,
out.
he gasses out.
Exactly.
Gonzaga's also a black belt. People forget.
Yeah,
This guy's
World champion.
Yeah, world
World champ
champion.
BJJ.
Exactly. So I think I caught this fight. They were commentating on if he would train with one of the elite teams like
Yeah,
APT,
I
AKA.
kept on hearing that with sila
Hindi.
Joe Rogan. What's up? What's up with his team
His
though?
team is apparently it's Team Link, and it's a combination of in USA and Brazil, like the Blackzilians and
Yeah, yeah.
what have you. But in terms of training partners, talaga na steel sharpens steel.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And he's in Minnesota.
Yun, di ba?
Yeah,
Sobrang
Layo sa
And it's
Okay.
it's weird lang talaga na you get him on an ATT or AKA. Oh my God! And
Yeah.
he's a veteran na talaga, and I think he should have made that turn in his career na talaga, that choice to train with the top dogs. Pero hindi, we'll see. Hopefully he doesn't get cut by the UFC yet. Gabriel Gonzaga,
But if ever he will
fight again.
just be a gatekeeper, no? For the heavyweight division.
We'll see. We don't
Yeah.
know. We
I think
don't
he
know.
is.
Parang Chris Lieben.
Oh,
Oh my God!
Talunin.
Haters everywhere.
Talunin mo to, pero wala. After nun, tsaka ka magkakaano.
Oh my God! Against Akiyama, man, tell me you weren't excited for that fight, man.
But
Anyway,
ito
yeah.
nga, just mentioning gatekeepers. This has been on my mind a while. Na si Minotauro, the heavyweight.
Yeah.
Okay. He's kind of like a
The kuya.
gatekeeper.
He's just old.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
the
but-
age kasi
Yeah,
plays a factor. eh.
But
But
you'd never call him a gatekeeper because he's not like a Czech Congo.
Of course.
Mm.
Yeah.
or Gabriel
But
Gonzaga na
he's
pa.
become like a glorified gatekeeper, in my opinion now.
Ganito, if you haven't been given, hindi, nag-title shot na rin siya. He was the interim.
He has. He's been the interim champion.
But if you
So,
haven't fought for the title in a long time, tapos you're still top 10, parang gatekeeper ka ni.
Yeah.
although I don't
Yun
think
I think
I don't think he's
for
being
me.
tagged with that just because.
You tagged him just now.
No. But I
That's
mean,
us. Oh.
it's just us
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
But mainly because of the respect people have for him.
After 2 hours.
If we don't if you guys don't know, like in Brazil,
Right.
he's held as like
Oh, man.
one of the best coaches
man.
there. He's kind of like a Pat
Knockouts.
Miletich
Yep.
in Brazil. Even Anderson Silva has so much
Yeah,
respect
yeah,
for the guy, diba? And he would
Okay.
always say Team Noguera, not Black House, not Anderson.
After 2 hours, we'll see on the internet may article na Noguera's a gatekeeper
Gatekeeper.
for the heavyweight division. I'm like, dude, you tagged
Heard
him,
it first.
jinxed him,
Dojo
man.
Drifter Live.
There was a bit of news nga na Noguera said he plans to retire in 2 or 3 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. And because he doesn't want to lose too
Let's
much
say-
for too long.
Let's say a fight
That's what he said.
a fight a year.
Uh-huh.
Diba? Pwede.
Yeah.
On his contract, there's a certain number of fights pa.
Pwede para maging gatekeeper.
Enough to be a gatekeeper, legit. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
and then can we go back to Cerrone lang?
Sure,
Sige
sure.
lang. He also mentioned that he wants to fight 6 times this year. Like, he
Yeah,
wants to
the most
he
for a
wants to set
fighter,
the
if ever.
record for most fights in a year for UFC.
Which was held before
Yeah,
by
that's-
Chris Lieben.
Ganito. For me, that's gonna be tough. Kasi, ganito, if he has the weight cut down, if you see Cowboy in the off-season before he cuts weight,
Yeah.
he's huge. He's huge. He makes 155. People forget he's 6 foot. Alam mo yung malaki frame niya. I think he walks around probably buck 80, 85. Bigat to eh. And he's not fat. He's muscular.
Yeah.
So, and people have been calling him out.
Catboy.
Guys like Cole Miller. He says,
Yeah.
man, if you can make 45, I'll send you Mike Dolce to get the job done.
Yeah.
You send me the bill. Let's make it happen. May bad blood to. Can he make 45? What's your... What do
Oh,
you think?
no.
Cerrone,
Yeah,
145.
45. Just
Wow.
to weigh in.
Baka
Maybe he can, pero
Cut off a foot.
ang
Yeah, it's gonna
Yung
be too
performance
drastic.
na,
ah.
Too
He's gonna be
drastic,
sad.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Baka bumagal.
sa ngayon pa nga lang, he looks
Thin.
Lanky.
Dehydrated.
Clanky, exactly.
Diba? It's
45.
But if he does pull off that 6 fights a year,
Pwede.
that would be cool. I
But
mean, you
it's-
know,
it's-
at
it's
least-
As long as there wins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Six losses,
because
I
they
guess.
And
won't.
short win.
Short
Yeah.
wins.
And it's
First,
also-
second round, that's it.
I think that's also possible because of the roster of 155 is that's a Shark Tank na sabi nga
Yeah.
nila Joe Rogan, that's the most stacked division
Yep.
right now in mixed martial arts. That 155 weight class na at any point 1 through 15, not 1 through 10, ranked in 55 can be a top contender. Can be
Yeah.
was a title challenger
Exactly.
at one point or another. So because of the roster then I think he can fight 6 times. But I don't think Dana's going to do that. We don't know. We don't know.
Let's see.
Yeah, but exactly.
He's
If,
gonna
if
be
it's a
tired
string
as
of
fuck.
wins, like if Dana gives him 3 fights in the first half of 2014,
So
and he
2014.
wins all of those 3, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get another 3 for
6 fights, so that's
June to
twice
December.
ay,
One every 2 months.
Baka
Yeah.
kailangan niya ng pera talaga.
Diba?
He
He
said-
fights again in March. Then.
He has a quote, like they released it recently. He has a quote. Na his fight bonus that he got knockout of the night is gone like a fart in the wind. That's his words. It's gone na. It's gone.
because of a
He just spent it on.
So,
So the money
mukhang
goes
tama
fast.
nga si Gabi.
Oh,
Baka
he needs the money.
Baka kailangan nga niya ng pera.
Nag-aalaga
his
ng
ranch.
kabayo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mahal
Oh.
pagkain ng kabayo.
So, we move on to
Main event.
the main card, main event of the UFC on
Come
Fox
on,
10.
man.
Henderson versus Thompson.
Sad for me.
Benson Henderson winning by split decision.
As usual,
As usual.
you are being a gatekeeper.
Weird tidbit though about that fight. It was the first time a fighter got checked in the for like inside his mouth.
Yeah, na
Because for the toothpick.
apparently.
Like they removed the
Color.
mouth guard and checked if he had a toothpick in his
When
mouth.
was it? Before the fight
Before
started?
the fight,
Yeah.
when nung kinakapkap siya,
Oh, really?
the
I didn't
ref
see that
suddenly
part.
went like,
Kasi he's infamous for
Yeah, having
Having toothpick
What fight
inside
was
his
that?
mouth.
What fight was that?
This-
Nick,
itong
no,
Diaz.
Nick
Nick
Diaz,
Diaz,
the one
yeah,
he
yeah.
won.
Toothpick.
by-
legit yun, no? Grabe, no?
Yeah,
would
he
never
won.
do
He
that.
won the fight.
God.
After winning, he just spat the toothpick out, like suddenly
Took it
went
out.
Is
Okay.
this so that he controls his breathing? He's just, that's just stupid for me.
I don't know,
He's
cause
used to it lang.
maybe
daw.
he's clenching.
fuck?
He's clenching the toothpick into his molars. Kasi diba? So
Okay,
yeah.
so that you, if you get punched in the face or in the mouth,
Lalabas dito.
tama. So smart. Anyway, man,
Anyway.
getting back, your thoughts on the fight?
Okay, man. So
Boring as fuck.
it was kind of boring, but see Thompson was doing great first 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could smell an upset. The people had Benson winning this fight. They
Yeah.
thought he'd
It
win.
was in the air.
And then I said, "Damn, this is gonna be an upset," because in the first 2 rounds, Thompson took Benson down and
Back.
got his
Back,
back.
yeah.
Triangle.
Controlled him. But he couldn't choke him
Body
out, though.
triangle. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I beg to differ. Yes, big words. on the boring one.
Well, it's
Because for me, like the fact that Thompson gave a good fight, and the fact that people were
Broke his
telling
hand.
that he broke his hand.
So
I didn't
broke his
know
hand
that.
after
Gabriel
second
Gonzaga broke his hand.
Oh, sick.
So
Anyway.
there you go. But those were such good submission attempts.
Actually,
Yeah.
Medyo good defense lang on Benson Henderson's part. It was a good rolling fight.
Sa totoo lang, it's hard rin to be a
Great
judge.
grappling,
If you think
exactly.
about it, na how do you score that? Is it equivalent to striking? Is it equivalent to a takedown completed? Or gano'ng katagal dapat you're on top of your opponent as a takedown? If he stands right back up, does that
Doesn't
count?
count. Yeah, those are the
You know what I
vague
mean?
parts
Yeah.
of
Yeah, that's the
MMA
biggest
judging.
argument they have now, diba, about
Uh-huh.
the
Yeah.
judging. Of
Yeah.
Even
like,
control. Even if
takedowns
you're,
and control.
yeah, even if
Exactly.
you're defending.
Yeah.
Parang you slip up one. Actually, you slipped up na nga. That's why he has your back. Eh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How'd
So
you see
it's-
the fight though?
Benson was so active lang talaga na on the feet, and my problem is with him is he hasn't finished talaga. For the longest time, he hasn't finished. And
Yep.
He
there's an
got
article-
finished. Boom.
Yeah. It's like I think
Exactly.
He was able to finish, pero
Siya yung bumagsak na.
He finished himself.
I think he's the first fighter in UFC history to win his first 5 fights by decision. Parang ganun.
All five.
Wow.
His first
All
5 wins.
rounds.
are
Except this
decisions.
one. First time na out of the 5 round, ano siya. Ay, 5 rounds rin to. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He hasn't
Yeah,
fought in
5
3
rounds.
rounds for the longest time. Wow.
Yeah.
So, kaya nga he's falling into...
Galing na cardio niya.
Oh, the flip side,
Actually, that's
diba?
all you can.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
On the flip side.
Exactly. But
Good pa.
Yeah.
With the
yeah, by
hair.
the end of the fight, wala
Yeah.
na yung scrunchy
Yeah.
ng buhok.
But that's sad though. If your opponent has a broken hand and then you still
still
can't
didn't
You still can't finish him,
finish
right?
him,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Thompson said nga after the fight na, I believe I won and I beat him with one hand.
Exactly.
Diba? So, parang-
Ganito, not taking anything away from Thompson. It's just you really he broke his hand and totoo yun na he couldn't sink any.
Yeah, and
he
he,
couldn't
yeah.
grapple. It affected even his punching. He started, as you
Throwing
said,
elbows.
throwing elbows.
Yeah, throwing elbows.
And he tried, and it was really hurting him. A broken hand, diba?
Yeah.
Ang hirap eh.
I had him winning though when I was
Thompson.
Yeah,
scoring.
first 2
it.
rounds,
Yeah,
but
I was
First
scoring.
2 rounds
First
for
2
me.
rounds he won.
and Benson was like he comes out with his swagger talaga na. So the judges call. So first judge calls it for Thompson. He raises his eyebrows so high, bro. See Benson and when they first judge called it
He does
for
that,
Thompson,
though.
it's
He
like
does
serious man. Dapat unanimous to. Split. So it's like man, dapat lang.
Kaya siya ninja kick sa mukha.
Kaya siya Illuminati. Kaya siya Illuminati.
Exactly.
So, yun.
This
I have a photo though. I'm not.
Okay.
If it's up, I brought a photo. One, I just wanted to show it.
Boom! Groin punch! Dick punch!
I just found this on MMAfighting.com.
That's nice.
It's just a brutal punch
It's
by
a dick
Benson
punch.
Henderson.
That's not a-
Exactly, it's
a
a
dick
straight
punch.
left towards the groin of Josh Thompson.
You, if you can find the picture of the Yoel Romero and Derek Brunson, he did the exact same thing, pero dumaplis sa siko. And
so,
it's like dick
but
punch.
this wasn't called,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, dude.
As in, the referee didn't
I think his
see
cup
it. It was-
worked eh. His cup worked, really. That's why you wear cups, man.
Yeah, and if you see it, he's jumping a bit. So
Ang ina lefty pa
baka
naman si
medyo-
ano.
Si Benson,
Benson.
diba?
Pwede ba, naka-cup ba sila in MMA?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
Diba,
Jiu-jitsu
I
kasi-
think they should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu kasi wala, diba?
Jiu-jitsu wala?
For competition.
For competition.
Because there's no
bawal.
striking.
Oh, there's no
There's no
I guess-
striking.
No, but you can
Yeah,
get kneed and the groin.
Yeah.
Especially when somebody's trying to attempt a pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could
Jesus
suddenly
Christ.
like
Yeah.
land on the ground. Oh,
But this dick
damn.
punch, good job, Oji.
Good catch.
Good
Good
find.
Good catch.
Good
Good
catch.
catch.
He didn't eat.
Just wanted to show you
Didn't try to
guys.
block it at all. Look at that.
So
like,
you know, to add insult to injury, no pun intended.
Yeah.
He gets a falcon punch to the groin.
And the higher voice.
without even getting called for it. So yeah, there. I guess that sums up the Thompson Benson
I
fight.
just have a last point to make. Na parang ganda ng, there was a debate online saying, no, not about the punch, but saying why people are being hard on Benson.
Yeah.
And
Why?
they said part of it is because of the commentary, or why people believe that Benson shouldn't have won that.
That's true.
The commentary kept focusing on his hand.
Mhm.
His broken
Yeah,
hand.
totoo,
He
totoo.
can't grip. He can't punch. So people
Focus on that,
subliminally
yeah.
give him credit. Wow, he's still fighting with a broken hand.
This guy.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Diba?
Right,
So
you're right. I
parang-
never thought about that.
I,
This guy really.
and I said that's true. Na parang ako, like you feel you give him brownie points. extra points.
You're bombarded all day na parang, man, oh nga, na broken hand si Thompson. Siding with him na lang.
Yeah.
Parang ganun.
So-
same thing with the GSP Hendricks fight. I
Uh,
mean, although yes, I still believe Hendricks won that fight, but
Now we're back here.
but the
Let's
reason
turn this off.
the reason why GSP gets all the why Hendricks gets all the sympathy is
Because
because
of GSP's face. It was fucked up.
no, and because of the commentating, right? Like during the fight, Joe Rogan kept on repeating na Hendricks with great punches, good stand up, blah blah
I
blah.
wonder
GSP
why, 'cause
isn't
if you
doing
see his
anything.
face,
I do agree with you.
remove
but
the
I'm just-
commentary. Watch the fight.
on
Watch
mute,
his
on
face.
mute, yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I'm biased, pero GSP's the champ. Until you beat the champ, you can't beat the champ. Parang ganun.
Yeah.
Machi the Shogun.
Yeah.
Machi the Shogun won, di ba?
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing eh. So I don't know. We should do something
Anyway.
about the judging.
But yeah, on to that, you know, one issue in the MMA today is
The pressing issue.
which is what we call the pressing issue. Is a new
Serious stuff.
is a new segment here at Dojo Drifter Live. The pressing issue, where we tackle the most pressing of issues in
Yeah.
in the MMA world today. And we start off with a look into the judging in MMA. What do you think of judging in MMA right now?
It's not MMA judging, it's boxing
That's
judging.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah,
So,
and that's
you know,
what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
I mean,
It has to be specific to the sport. So
Who could be, ganito, if you have your referees na, who can be judges ka?
ex-fighters.
Pwede.
they do that for F1 racing, although
Yeah.
it's a very, very far sport. But in F1, what they do is they have ex
pwede
racing
yun eh.
marshals,
Kahit even
ex racers that are racing marshals now. So they implement the rules. They're
Yeah.
the ones who call on to the
I
other
have a question.
racers.
Even if, let's say, Randy Couture, let's say, is a judge, and he finds someone that trains at Extreme Couture, he can't help it rin na he trains at Extreme Couture. Pero I think they're professional. Do you think they're going to be professional,
Professional enough?
to remove that bias? Kasi he sees the kid, kunwari, he manages the gym. That's what he does. That's parang, man, he's so legit. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's subliminal rin. It could happen.
Well,
The
I don't
one
know.
argument against the have fighters be judges is the fighter might identify with one fighter. Oh, we have a
Yes.
similar style.
Tama.
Yeah,
tama.
yeah.
Or it's like, oh, I was in that situation where I got hit in the balls
Yeah,
twice.
yeah.
And then so parang you're gonna
Yeah.
identify,
Side,
you'll
yeah.
side with the fighter.
Yeah, but that's why you have more than one.
More than one,
Tama.
yeah.
Pwede.
You know what I mean?
Although
It's a good- that's a
more
good,
than
ano.
more than having new judges, I think it's a better criteria. Like
With fighting experience.
Yeah,
That's what you're
I
saying.
mean MMA fighting experience.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
like you can't have like these judges like from coming from boxing.
yeah.
So boxing biased eh. They don't
Yeah,
understand the
they don't
grappling
understand
part.
even parang ang weird ng scoring system sometimes
Yeah,
na parang paminsan it's 10-9, they score 10-9 but sometimes they have weird like higher scoring
Yeah, yeah.
something. So it's not
10-8.
Good job on the Nevada State Athletic Commission though for letting go of Keith Kaiser.
Yeah.
I mean, he fucked up the Pacquiao Bradley fight. He fucked up a lot of MMA fights, and,
also,
he's gone
and
now.
that girl with the
Yeah.
What's
There's
her
this
name?
other girl na the judge din eh.
with the guy's name but she's actually
Yeah,
a girl.
but babae siya.
CJ something.
Yeah. Oh, wala na rin siya.
Yeah, that
We'll,
girl
we'll,
left.
we'll research on that. Anyway, oh my God, yun talaga na, I think that's a good point na, because we have to work with what we have talaga. And ex-fighters, that's not bad. Think about it. Dana White, all of these organizations also. Think about it. Pwede yun.
And it gives them jobs at least.
Exactly.
Ah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, and not just, your Chuck Liddells na
Cowboy Cerrone,
magaling
Judge.
magsalita.
Judge, para sa pera.
Chris Lieben.
Just Lieben, actually. Oh,
Then
oh.
Chris Lieben will call a
They should
10-9
retire
for the
that
guy
guy.
who just stands there and takes a shot to the
But did you know,
balls.
see, Roy Nelson applied for the position of Keith Kaiser after.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he
I,
applied
I
daw.
can't take Roy Nelson seriously. He's
Seriously,
like the Jack Black of MMA for me.
Sa,
Parang-
yung pinakasayang na fighter na.
yeah. I guess, he can cut weight eh.
Yeah.
He can cut. He just doesn't want it talaga.
Yeah, I can't
Cormier
take...
Tamad lang.
if Cormier can do it,
Yeah,
the
if
same.
Cormier
They
can
weight
do
the
it.
same. And Cormier's like hanging out from his sides.
Exactly, yeah.
Cormier can do it. He was a former athlete. Roy Nelson rose with sila Frank Mir and Rolapalooza and all of these things. He's an athlete.
I can't take any fighter who wins and does that.
Yes,
Seriously.
He
So,
has,
yeah.
Roy Nelson has this swagger to him talaga. I like it, but he can make 205, man. Get him to 205. Mike Dolce, get him these turkey burgers
Roy
or
Nelson?
something. Yes.
Damn.
He can actually make 85, but that's a wow. It's gonna be a
205
stretch.
guy.
He's actually a good fighter. Wala lang
Really good.
disiplina.
Yeah,
Like, it's
he's
just the
a
discipline
jiu-jitsu
na.
black
Hell
belt
of a
also,
chin.
right?
Hell of a
Yeah.
chin.
Hell of a chin.
Diba?
Hell of a chin.
And he can
Grabe.
punch really well.
Grabe.
There was a time though that he used his weight efficiently.
Slice.
Yeah, but although when he fought high-tiered fighters na, wala na. Hindi niya na,
Yeah.
hindi na umubra yung...
He's a heavyweight by
lalagay niya yung
choice.
tiyan niya doon
Yeah,
sa mukha
yeah.
ng guy.
He's a heavyweight by choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think yung downfall din niya is he relies on the heavy right hand too
Heavy
much.
beer.
Yeah.
He tries
Yeah.
to go for the knockout.
Because when he gets to the third, fourth round,
He just
although once
throws
pa lang
it.
ata siya
Yeah.
nag-5 rounds. He just throws it. And
And it's kind of telegraphed also because
Yeah.
But
it comes from the
that's
waist.
true na guys with one punch knockout power like Henderson, who's an Olympian. You have guys like Roy Nelson, Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Tremendous guy in Michael McDonald. You tend to rely on it talaga.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like guys like Uriah Faber who don't necessarily have that one punch knockout power.
Yeah.
They're more technical. They mix it up. I think Junior Dos Santos, he has knockout power, but he relies on a boxing aspect.
Yeah, it's not
Jiu-jitsu
one
back then
hand. It's not, yeah.
throws kicks, pero
Hendo relies
Hendo,
on
yun,
it.
ganun.
Yeah. Hendrix
catches
relied
you with
on
that,
it.
you're done. But if you stay away from that, you're okay. So, yun, point of diminishing returns.
Oh,
Just
but-
saying.
Back to the pressing issue.
Oo
But
nga pala.
yeah, what's your take on the judges being employed by the outfit itself? Like, ONE FC having their set of judges, UFC having their own, Bellator having their own.
You want it like the referees na umiikot.
Oo, parang ganun.
Like Big John could referee for ONE FC at the same time at any
No, 'cause,
point. Totoo yun.
No, right now it's like that.
Yeah.
They get the commission of that certain state. Like for example, if they fight in Las Vegas, they get the Nevada Athletic Commission to officiate
Approve. Yeah.
officiate the fights and judge the fights.
Mhm.
But one issue that was being brought up was that yun nga, what if gawin na lang employed? So they're controlled, they know if they have they have a certain criteria to follow.
Mahirap pag if they're employed din kasi mas it's gonna be dubious.
Yeah, that
even
was
more
what
dubious. And
Joe Rogan was
Dana
saying.
White can't do his whole shtick anymore of being mad at
The
Yeah,
judges.
yeah.
and being
But who is he
when,
so
when it's a
pissed
bad
at?
fight, because of officiating.
Dana
At
White
least he
has
comes
this
off a
beef with-
good guy there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, actually.
Yamasaki, bro.
Yeah.
Was it Yamasaki?
Yeah,
I
he's
swear, he's
Yamasaki.
so pissed lang talaga at Yamasaki kasi I remember that was the what fight was that in the WSOF, man? I forget. He held onto the guillotine. Fitch? Yung kay John
Yeah.
Fitch. He was so pissed, man. He was so pissed. You guys catch that on YouTube. It's Dana White versus Yamasaki rant. Parang ganun. And Dana White just tells it like it is.
Mazagati fucked
Yeah,
up
yeah,
a
yeah.
TUF fight,
Yun.
right? Like a fucking Ultimate Fighter fight.
These guys.
They were just in the house and then he stopped it like with one punch.
I saw a
One
weird,
punch thrown.
I saw a weird fight last night. Rena, it was a replay of Bellator. Whoa. Bellator.
Herb Dean lang naman yata yung medyo
Matino
matino.
talaga.
Oo.
John
Kasi
McCarthy,
Big
Big
John.
John.
Yeah,
John.
Big John.
Herb Dean.
Na who's the other big referee yung who separated Daly and Koscheck? Oh man, that guy.
Dan Mergliata.
Dan
That
Mergliata.
guy's
Bald
huge.
guy.
So he was the referee. I saw this fight last night lang na as soon as the fighter threw the punch, so he spun his opponent around, but alam mo yung nagising ka agad, pero dahil he was out, ni malamang habol or whatever to finish.
Oh.
Kasi he turns and I got him. The referee stops it. As in, tinulak niya yung guy as soon as he got up. Tinulak niya yung fighter. So na weird na parang, dude, serious? I think if you gave him a chance.
Yeah, he would have
Weird.
recovered. Exactly.
So things like that. Pero judging wise, get some former fighters. For me, I agree with
Yeah.
I think they should the athletic commission should have separate for boxing and
for
for
sure,
MMA.
for sure.
know what
Dapat
I'm
naman
saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, just to put some perspective, how do they do it in jiu-jitsu? Because I'm not familiar.
You let's say the referees usually officiating are from kunwari Deftac and Atos. I think the referee is from Fabricio, from a different team.
Oh, okay.
So so the bias
Neutral
won't-
as
it's
much
it's
as possible.
it's always neutral. So
Pwede.
and if you have ex fighters in rotation, at least yun nga pwede naman kunwari from if they're from another camp or something, or maybe get fighters who have who's not from a legit camp but knows the game, and since they can't make it as fighters in the UFC, be a ref or be a
ref.
judge.
Why not,
you know what I'm
right?
saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Herb Dean competed before.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
in
you showed
MMA,
us a
yeah.
video. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
We'll get that up
So,
soon.
yeah.
So, there.
So yun.
So that's it for the pressing issue. Well, we'll see what happens with that. It's just that,
Depressing issue.
yeah,
That's
I'm just tired of epic fights getting screwed over
man.
by the referees or the
One
the
that
judges.
sticks out in my mind is the Vera Couture. I'm a big. Just look it up.
I actually
Vera
don't. Yeah,
Couture.
exactly.
Yeah.
Vera won that, man.
Very-
Nobody.
very-
That went
one.
unanimous Couture, man.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
even split.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
Yeah, man, I remember that. Anyway.
And it's not just because we're Pinoy, right?
Yeah, not.
Well,
May konti rin. But
Well,
I mean,
Randy
you know-
Couture doesn't speak Tagalog, so no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No.
A fan of the
Si
natural.
Brandon rin ata, hindi marunong.
No, he
mag-Tagalog.
speaks Tagalog. I think he speaks.
Oh.
It was Mark Munoz who knows like.
But there was, I saw a series of tweets. They were tweeting one another, Mark Munoz and Brandon Vera, in
cool.
Tagalog in Filipino. Tapos medyo mali-mali yung
Yung Tagalog nila.
Pero
Chicken adobo.
at least, though, at least
Machado.
they were so proud of it. no?
Machado.
But yeah, there. I mean, you know, it's just a bad culture to have a tagline that says, "Don't leave it up to the judges."
Yep.
Diba?
That means your
It's just-
judges suck.
It's just this is the bad culture because you know there are some fights that go to decision that are really really epic. Case in point,
Shogun.
Melendez versus
Yeah.
Melendez versus
Come in, Sanchez.
the Nightmare. There,
Yeah,
The dream.
the dream.
For me, the best friend, Hendo Shogun.
Hendo Shogun.
And
Yeah,
there's a
man.
rematch. There will be a
Diba?
rematch.
There will be a rematch.
Yes, Hendo
Hendo
Shogun
Shogun
2
pala.
is.
Talking about rematches, guys, if you can, I don't know if it's never televised here, but Metamoris, which is an open for, oh man, that rematch. So guys, jiu-jitsu heads out there, grapplers out there who are familiar with Metamoris, it's an open jiu-jitsu invitational for the elite of the elite.
Yeah.
These are all, if I'm not mistaken, black belts.
All
tier.
high level black belts, and then
Is Keenan Cornelius a black belt? I've
yes,
followed him. He's a
he just got
black belt.
his black belt late
From Galvao.
end of 2013, guys.
Solid. So if you guys jiu-jitsu heads out there, see the rematch between Eddie Bravo and Hoyler Gracie.
Wow,
Yeah.
Eddie Bravo's the
Eddie
fights. I didn't
Bravo,
know that.
Yes, he's getting in shape.
No, he's fighting only for the
For this one.
for the rematch.
It's like the master of Joe Rogan.
Andrew
The master.
Laksa.
No,
Is that you?
No, parang Eddie Bravo yung dating ni Andrew Laksa. Anyway, yun lang. Just a quick shout out to that Metamoris rematch.
Kailan ba? Like when is it?
March, I think. March.
Yeah, we'll give you news on that in the
Solid
next
yun.
few episodes. So there, on to
The squeeze.
the squeeze, wherein we tackle the
The
latest
squeeze.
chismes
Yeah.
in the world of MMA today. We heard of Vong. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
Please, no.
Super fights.
Speaking of super fights,
Oy, chicks yung Denise, ano.
ay pa.
Ano yun?
No, let's not go there.
Upakan to! Abangan na sa kondo!
Sorry.
Ano pangalan?
I don't want to talk about it, man. I don't want to talk
Sorry,
about
sorry.
it. So, speaking of super fights, Mighty Mouse has said that
I
he's
will
willing.
distance myself.
He's willing to fight Barao or Faber, whoever wins.
Ganito, he's fought at 35 for the longest time of his career kasi there was no 25 limit before. Talaga. So,
Yeah.
he
yeah.
fought, he already fought Dominic Cruz for the
Yeah.
UFC title.
Yeah, and he lost.
Yep, he lost.
He fought in
Decision.
decision. WEC then. These guys, the 10-pound threshold, that's massive. If you're a Mighty Mouse or a John Dodson, have no business at all at 135 because these guys are just huge.
Yeah.
We've talked about the weight cut situation. Talaga, it's a science. You have guys like, Barao and Cruz, 5'8", man, big guys.
Big guys, yeah,
Muscular.
exactly.
Make 35. That's parang unfair, di ba? Think about it. Gleason Tiba, oh my God, di ba?
Yun.
Guys like, yun talaga. How
He
does
doesn't
make
even
55?
look like the weight class that he.
He
He
doesn't
looks like
look
a
70.
welterweight.
He
Yeah.
doesn't look 70. Seriously.
He's huge.
So,
At the same time, you've got Brandon Vera na heavyweight pero mukhang...
he likes his ice cream.
Diba? But
I respect
anyway.
that. I respect that. He likes his rice. I respect that. Hey, man.
But
if it-
I really want to see a fight against Johnson versus Barao though.
Yeah.
Pwede
Diba?
yun.
Yeah.
That would be a more epic fight as compared
Compared
to
to
Faber.
Faber, yeah.
Faber.
Really?
But I still think
Really?
he'd lose to either of them.
You
Mighty
think
Mouse,
so?
I think he'd lose to either Faber or Barao
Mighty Mouse is really small, dude.
because of
But he's quick.
The
He's
strength.
super quick, man.
He's got a hot wife. No, I'm just kidding.
Ako, ano,
Mighty Mouse.
Barao over
Kick his ass, man.
Barao over Mighty Mouse, but Mighty
Barao.
Mouse over Faber siguro.
Faber.
Oh.
really.
Pwede
Yeah,
yun,
yeah,
pwede
yeah.
yun.
Well,
I
he
can see that
may
happening.
be medyo mas mabilis siya ng konti kay Faber. The way I see it.
Yeah.
Pwede.
Yeah,
Kay
diba?
Barao medyo
Pantay.
125 versus 35, and then you have the
But Barao's
45
bigger,
versus
so-
55. That could happen. That could easily happen.
The what?
If they're-
Sorry?
The featherweight and lightweight. That could easily happen.
Pwede rin.
Easily
In
happen.
one card?
in one card.
That would be cool.
That would be sick.
But
They
yeah,
hold it somewhere, like Canada for sure.
Was it like a belt?
If they're
belt
gonna
for belt?
hold two super fights,
two
oh my
super
God,
fights.
dude.
On one card.
This was actually
Oh,
this
man.
the next card next week was actually supposed to be like
Fedor?
no, I mean
Fuck!
a super fight scenario or
In
two belts
terms
in
of-
one card,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
Two
what
belts,
fight
one
was it?
cup.
Ano yun?
This is Barao versus Faber and Aldo versus Lamas. So they both their two titles on the line.
Yeah, well, let's delve into that. I mean, what's next on MMA before we end?
For sure.
Yeah. So this weekend you have UFC 169. The headliner is Renan Barao versus Uriah Faber for the.
On short notice,
the
that's
title.
Faber on short notice.
Faber on short notice. 2 months, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
2 months.
barely 2 months.
Yeah, like 3
Yeah, but that guy
weeks.
trains every day, di ba?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Team
he's
Alpha
a
Male.
gym rat, di ba?
GSPS
The shirtless
physique.
Yeah.
Diba? The Nuvo Nyao is actually Team Alpha Male of Brazil. Parang ganun
Yeah.
yung dating
I
nila.
said
They have
nga,
no
Yeah.
big guys.
If they put Chad Mendez instead of Lamas, it would have been Nuvo
Unyao versus Team Alpha Male.
And that would have been really cool.
Solid
I
yun.
would've liked
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Team Alpha Male doesn't like shirts, man. These guys always sporting the six pack. Alam mo yun? They talk the same.
Gym rats, exactly. And you also have on that card Frank Mir versus Alistair Overeem.
Yeah.
A fact.
Oh.
Overeem is equal to 4 alpha male fighters.
Testosterone, size.
You're looking down at the paper.
Ako din, ah.
There? No, I just thought about it. Sorry. Wala lang.
Right, that's true.
Who you got though?
For the job. This is for the job.
For the job, yeah,
For
yeah.
the job.
Whoever wins,
I'm
whoever
over-
loses this gets booted out. I'm pretty
Overeem,
sure.
baby. Bring it first round. Overeem.
Ikaw, yeah.
Frank Mir. Yeah.
No
Mir or
comment.
Overeem?
No comment.
Oh, come on.
Comment?
Hindi, wala ako. I don't
Center.
like them both.
Oh, wow. Overeem.
Ako, I'm
Masyadong
rooting.
maganon yung pareho eh.
Oh,
No?
I'm
Yeah.
rooting for Mir, but I think it's gonna be Overeem.
He'll do
Diba last
steroids again.
episode
He'll
I
do
was saying
steroids
it
again, for
was
sure.
I was saying it was Mir last episode.
Yeah,
Giving it some thought. I still want Mir to win, but might be Overeem.
Dude,
Overeem.
Overeem. Because he's like, for the job, dude, steroids na. I'm gonna shoot up na. It's like, dude, if I get kicked out for steroids, it's okay. At least I won. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, bro. He can. That can happen.
For fights like this, I root for Dana White.
Yeah, he said that. It's like Dana White, man. Dana White. For sure.
Actually,
always wins.
UFC
He always
winners,
wins.
Always. The house always
Definitely.
wins.
So for Aldo versus Llamas,
Aldo.
Aldo.
Lamas, knockout.
Are you
first round.
serious?
Well,
Sick and
who
tired of
knows?
these Brazilians. Come on.
What you gonna do if Aldo wins?
Nothing.
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 I'm the only stupid one who
Yes, you are.
agrees to these
Yes,
things.
you are.
Anyway, so I got
Faber.
Aldo. I
And
got Aldo.
Faber.
I got Barao.
Barao.
Faber.
Faber?
Faber. Team Alpha Male, baby.
Bravo.
It's time.
Barao.
Barao.
California, man.
Not because I practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but skill-wise.
Skill wise,
Yeah.
it's gonna be Barao.
Ako,
Yeah, definitely.
Like I said lang, like I want to see Faber win because I'm just a Faber fan.
Faber by guillotine,
Yeah.
bro. Promise. It's gonna happen. I
And
just
this,
gotta do it.
this for the championship belt, right?
Yes.
And the Aldo versus Llamas is also for the belt.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So it's gonna happen. All
Yung
right. So
mga WEC style na Faber na
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
guillotine, like
Yeah.
he jumps up.
Oo.
Yeah.
Pwede.
ayun, medyo,
The
medyo.
wildest thing
Yun yung
I've
gusto ko
seen-
makita dun.
Was yung Chad Mendes na his opponent was on the ground? And he backflipped on him?
Yeah.
That was sick, man. These guys are super athletic. So, Faber, for me, Lamas, and Overeem, all the right side. For me, boom.
All right, so before.
Leftist ako eh, leftist.
Boom.
Oo
Yun
nga,
lang
ako
eh.
rin. So before we end the show, we've got a video for you. Yes, Spanky
Favorite
been wanting
video.
to show you guys this video. So yeah, let's see this. Take a listen.
Oh, we're in it. But we're not heard, no?
Yeah, I don't think so.
This is basically yung mga fails ni Mike Goldberg.
Yeah.
Ah, yun na yun. That
Yeah, that was it. The prodigy.
And that's it for the show. Where's the
With
camera?
the-
Here. Oh, it's
No,
here.
it's
Back
there. So yeah, there. Spanky's been wanting to show you guys that
Guys, catch the episode.
Mike
para
Goldberg
malaman nyo lang.
fails. So
Ang dami pa yan. Ang dami
search
ng
that on
fails.
YouTube. Yeah, the prodigy.
Head kick to the body. Boom. Dude, solid yun.
Meron siyang mga
Yes,
ganun.
Oo,
legit.
I like that when he makes a comment and then binabara siya ni Joe Rogan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isa-
He's one of the best in the world in
Oh,
Jiu-Jitsu.
No,
he's
not even.
No, not
He's
so
the
much.
Michael Jordan.
He's the
of
Michael
jiu-jitsu.
Jordan.
So, no, he's not that good.
No, he's
Tim
not.
Duncan.
No,
No,
I
not
don't
even.
know any players, but he's not that either.
No, he's not that good.
It's the way he says it pa talagang bigay na bigay and then mali pala.
Soakaju trying to soak it in. Seriously, you were good. Look at the
Although the UFC won't be the same
Yeah, it
without
will
Mike
be.
Goldberg.
It's
So
the
yeah.
voice, man.
Props to Mike Goldberg. Shout
We are
out on
fans.
to
Mike
the
Goldberg.
prodigy,
To the
Mike
prodigy.
Goldberg. And then with that, we'd like to end the show. Thank you very, very much
you.
Yes,
to our
guys.
guest today,
Alipe.
Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, urban dub vocalist, Gabby Alipe.
Hello.
You got any gigs up?
Tapos na pala.
Go.
Yeah, gigs January 30 will be in 70s Bistro and January 31 19 East.
So,
To end the
Oh,
year.
yeah. Catch
Yeah.
Gab.
End the month pala.
There you go. So catch Gabby Alipe in those
hope your
dates.
toe heals up.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
hope so
see
too.
you on the
See you on the mat
Please,
soon.
please.
All right.
That's
So
it.
that's it for the show. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much
thank you.
again.
Uriah, baby.
I'm Oji.
This is Gab.
Spanky.
And
Yeah,
this
this
has
is
been
Dojo
Dojo
Drifter
Drifter
Live.
Live. See us again next week at 12 noon Tuesdays here on WooSawStudios.com.
Replays at 7.
We've got a replay tonight at 7. Catch us tonight again. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. This has been
See ya.
Dojo Drifter Live. See you.
Prodigy.
MMA all day.
See you guys. Thank you.
Super scripted.